the process so they can be together in Canada. If you want to sponsor your spouse, partner, or child to come to Canada, there are a few things you need to check off first. These rules are from Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada, which we call IRCC. These rules make sure that sponsors can really take care of their family when they get here. First, you need to be a Canadian citizen or a permanent resident. This means you have the legal right to live here forever. Second, you have to be at least 18 years old when you apply. This makes sure sponsors are old enough to understand what they're doing. Third, you need to show you have enough money to take care of your family's basic needs like food, a place to live, clothes, and other important things. IRCC has a minimum income you need to meet. It's called the Minimum Necessary Income, or MNI, and it changes depending on how many people you're sponsoring. Lastly, you can't have certain problems like a serious criminal record or unpaid immigration bills. Making sure you meet these rules is the first step in sponsoring your family. Canada's family sponsorship program covers different kinds of relationships because families come in all shapes and sizes. You can sponsor your spouse, common law partner, conjugal partner, or dependent child. Each one has specific rules from IRCC. A spouse is someone you're legally married to. Common law partners are people who have lived with you like a married couple for at least 12 months in a row. Conjugal partners are in a serious relationship like marriage for at least a year, but they can't live together because of a serious reason, like religious problems or immigration rules. Dependent children need to be under 22 and not married. There are some exceptions for kids 22 or older who have a physical or mental disability and depend on their parents for money. Kids adopted from another country can be sponsored too. It's really important to know that IRCC checks to make sure relationships are real and not just for immigration. You'll need to show proof of your relationship, like pictures, messages, and shared bank statements. Knowing the rules for each type of family member is key to having your application approved. Okay, so you've checked if you can sponsor someone and you have all the paperwork. Now, let's go through the steps to apply. There are two main applications, one for you, the sponsor, and one for your family member. You send both in together. Step 1, get all your documents. This means your Canadian citizenship card or permanent resident card, proof of how much money you make, and proof of your relationship. Your family member needs their passport, birth certificate, police checks, and medical exam results. Step 2, make an online account. Go to the IRCC website and make an account. You'll use this to send in your application, pay, and see what's happening with it. Step 3, fill out the forms. Fill out all the forms carefully, making sure everything is correct and complete. Double check for mistakes before you send them in. Step 4, pay the fees. Pay the fees online on the IRCC website. Keep your payment confirmation just in case. Step 5, send your application. Send everything in through your online account. Keep copies of everything for yourself. IRCC tries to process most applications within 12 months, but sometimes it takes longer, depending on how complicated the case is and how many applications they have. Getting your sponsorship application approved takes being careful, being honest, and knowing what you need to do as a sponsor. Here are some helpful tips. 1. Be honest. Tell the truth on your application. Any mistakes or lies can get your application denied. 2. Send in everything. Make sure you include every document IRCC asks for. Missing things can cause delays or rejection. 3. Show your relationship is real. Give lots of proof that your relationship is genuine, like photos, messages, and shared bank records. 4. Meet the money rules. Make sure you make enough money to sponsor your family member. Show proof of your income with tax returns, job letters, or bank statements. When you sponsor someone, you're promising to support them financially, emotionally, and socially. This means giving them basic things like food, a place to live, and clothes, and helping them get used to life in Canada. You're also responsible for making sure they don't need government help during the sponsorship period. Knowing and doing these things is really important for a successful sponsorship.